Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to have a phone screen as bright as the sun? Or a battery that lasts for days? Well, Apple might just make that dream come true with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's dive into the exciting news. Let's kick things off with the star of the show, the display. Apple has always been known for its stunning screens, but this time they're taking it to a whole new level. According to reports coming out of South Korea, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, along with its smaller sibling, the iPhone 16 Pro, will be the first Apple smartphones to feature Samsung's high-performance M14 OLED display panel. Now that's what we call a power move. But what exactly is this M14 panel, and why should we care? Well, let's break it down. The M in M14 stands for flagship, meaning those panels are designed for top-of-the-line smartphones. The 14 refers to the number of high-performance materials used to produce them. This isn't just any old display upgrade. It's a whole new series of panels developed to deliver superior brightness and longevity. What does this mean for us, the users? We're talking about potentially mind-blowing brightness levels and displays that maintain their quality for longer. Imagine watching HDR content that pops off the screen like never before, or using your phone outdoors without squinting at the display. And the best part? These improvements come without sacrificing battery life, thanks to the panel's enhanced efficiency. But here's where it gets really interesting. Apple isn't the only tech giant eyeing this new technology. Google's upcoming Pixel 9 is also expected to adopt these high-performance displays. This move by Apple not only puts them at the forefront of display technology, but also shows they're not afraid to go head-to-head with other industry leaders. So, whether you're a movie buff, a mobile gamer, or just someone who appreciates a good-looking screen, this upgrade to the M14 panel is something to get excited about. It's not just about having the latest tech, it's about having a noticeably better viewing experience every time you use your iPhone. Now that we've covered the basics of the new display technology, let's dive deeper into what this means for brightness. After all, a brighter screen can make a world of difference in how we use our phones, especially in challenging lighting conditions. According to reports, the iPhone 16 Pro models are expected to feature up to 1200 nits of typical SDR brightness. For those of us who aren't display tech experts, let's break that down. SDR stands for Standard Dynamic Range, and it's the brightness level you'll see most of the time when using your phone. A 1200 nit brightness is a whopping 20% increase over the current models. To put that into perspective, it's like turning up the brightness dial from 10 to 12, a noticeable and welcome boost. But what does this mean in real-world usage? Well, imagine using your phone outside on a sunny day. With this increased brightness, you'll be able to see your screen clearly without having to squint or find shade. It could make reading messages, checking maps, or scrolling through social media much easier when you're out and about. However, it's worth noting that peak HDR brightness is expected to remain at 1600 nits, the same as the current iPhone 15 Pro display. HDR, or High Dynamic Range, is used for content like movies and high-quality photos, providing more vibrant colors and deeper blacks. While we're not seeing an increase here, 1600 nits is still incredibly bright and will continue to make HDR content pop off the screen. This focus on improving the typical brightness rather than peak brightness shows that Apple is thinking about how we use our phones most of the time. It's not just about having impressive specs for marketing. It's about making a real, noticeable difference in our day-to-day usage. While we're on the topic of displays, let's talk about size. It seems Apple is going big, literally, with the iPhone 16 Pro models. Multiple sources have reported that both the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max will have larger display sizes compared to their iPhone 15 counterparts. The iPhone 16 Pro is expected to sport a 6.27-inch display, rounded to 6.3 inches, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to boast a massive 6.85-inch screen, rounded to 6.9 inches. That's a significant increase from the current models, and it's got us wondering, what's Apple up to? Well, larger screens open up a world of possibilities. For starters, they provide more real estate for multitasking. Imagine having more space to view your calendar alongside your emails or to edit photos with more precise control. For content consumption, whether it's watching videos, reading articles, or playing games, a larger screen can make the experience more immersive and enjoyable. But it's not just about having a bigger screen. With the advanced M14 OLED panel we discussed earlier, these larger displays are likely to be more energy efficient too. This means we could potentially see improved battery life, even with the increase in screen size. However, we have to consider the trade-offs. Larger phones can be more challenging to use one-handed and might not fit as comfortably in pockets. But given Apple's track record of thoughtful design, we're excited to see how they balance the benefits of a larger screen with the need for a device that's still comfortable to hold and use. Now, let's talk about a rumor that's been making waves in the tech community. There's been chatter about all iPhone 16 models potentially adopting new micro-lens OLED display technology. While it's not clear if this is directly related to the M14 panels we discussed earlier, it's definitely worth exploring. So, what exactly is micro-lens OLED technology? In simple terms, it's a way of improving the efficiency of OLED displays. Traditional OLED panels lose a significant amount of light due to internal reflections. Micro-lens technology adds tiny lenses to each pixel, helping to direct more light outwards. The result? Brighter displays that use less power. If this rumor turns out to be true, we could be looking at iPhones that are not only brighter, but also more energy efficient. This could be a game changer for battery life, potentially allowing us to use our phones for longer periods without needing to recharge. But the benefits don't stop there. More efficient displays could also mean less heat generation, which is crucial for maintaining the longevity of the device. It could also allow Apple to push the boundaries of display technology even further, perhaps paving the way for even higher refresh rates or more advanced always-on display features in the future. While we're excited about the possibility, it's important to remember that this is still a rumor. Apple is known for its secrecy, and we won't know for sure what technologies they're implementing until the official announcement. But if it does turn out to be true, it would be another example of Apple pushing the envelope and setting new standards in the smartphone industry. As we wrap up our discussion about the iPhone 16 Pro Max and its exciting display upgrades, it's worth taking a step back and considering what all of this means for the future of smartphones. First and foremost, these advancements in display technology show that there's still room for significant improvements in a part of the smartphone we interact with most, the screen. While we've seen incremental upgrades over the years, the adoption of M14 OLED panels and potential micro-lens technology represents a more substantial leap forward. It's a reminder that even in a mature market like smartphones, innovation is still possible and necessary. Secondly, the focus on both brightness and efficiency highlights a growing trend in the tech industry, the push for devices that are not only more capable but also more sustainable. By improving efficiency, Apple is indirectly addressing concerns about battery life and energy consumption, which are becoming increasingly important to consumers and regulators alike. The move towards larger screens on the Pro models also signals a shift in how we use our phones. As smartphones continue to replace traditional computers for many tasks, having a larger, more capable display becomes more important. This could lead to further blurring of the lines between smartphones and tablets, potentially reshaping the mobile device landscape. Lastly, Apple's collaboration with Samsung on cutting-edge display technology is a fascinating development. While the two companies are fierce competitors in the smartphone market, this partnership demonstrates the complex relationships in the tech industry and the importance of cooperation in driving innovation forward. Well, that's all for today. What do you think about these potential upgrades? Are you excited about a brighter, larger display on the iPhone 16 Pro Max? How do you think these changes will affect your smartphone experience? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.